Kia ora koutou katoa and welcome to Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2 for another night of Wednesday Night League live on Sky Sport 3 and the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. There's been pretty average weather in the last 24 hours in Auckland, but the Rugby League gods have smiled on Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2. Perfect weather for Rugby League. And we start tonight with week 4 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership and a very good game to look forward to. The Papakura Seagulls coming off a bye against Taniwharau, making the trip north from Huntly and looking to go again like they did in week 2, and they got the win on the back of a hat-trick from Te Ahuriri. Hello folks, Stephen Mackay with Anthony Gelling in the house. Hello mate, nice to have you on Wednesday Night League.
Nice to be back, mate. Nice to be back.
All right, very good way to start Wednesday Night League. Papakura coming off the bye and loss under new coach Crystal Rota. A lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and we almost saw Crystal Rota pull on the jersey and the boots tonight. There's been a few last-minute changes. Well, it wouldn't be Auckland Rugby League without a few last-minute changes. Both captains out, which is quite a shock. Yeah. So Leah Reese-Tuka, she's out for Taniwharau, and Lisa Rua, she's missing for Papakura.
And then you get Taniwharau, who last time out came out and were really strong offensively and defensively. It was one of those games where you just knew they weren't going to be beaten.
The Taniwharau that we saw last year, they were building towards something. Okay, this year they've taken another step further, and that win against Mount Albert that we saw here Wednesday Night Rugby League, that was awesome. And you touched on the defence from them. The two centres, both sides, defensively really solid. And Nadia Flavel in the number 3 jersey, watch her tonight, she's back again. Yeah,
just be mindful too that the jersey numbers are a bit mixed up and they'd actually refer to the specific position. So it'll be a challenging night for all of us and for you at home, but the footy is guaranteed to be a goodie. And don't read too much into the table as well as we enter week 4. Everybody's chasing Otara, but because, Anthony, of the players leaving some clubs, going to others, it's even the table out.
There's a huge reshuffle right across the comp, and if you remember last year, this is how Otara started the year. They started really strong. They've got teams running scared at the moment, but these teams that are out here playing tonight, they're going to build their combinations, build their experience, and we're going to see how things go throughout the season.
And don't forget, after this, it's a cracking men's game in the Fox Memorial Premiership because we've got Mount Albert up against Marist Saints. Marist actually looking for their first win, so it's a big night for them, led by last year's Coach of the Year in Simon Yeremia. Okay, time to hear from the coaches from the first game up. Crystal, Papakura coming off the bye, so what have you spent the week working on?
Well, we had plenty to fix from our game against Richmond that we went down by 10 points. So a lot of it was around communication, obviously trying to get our spine connected and just defensively defending together, I guess.
It will be an interesting job against Taniwharau. Last time they were here, they had a strong win, and this young lady called Te Ahuriri got the hat-trick. Mindful of that?
Oh, absolutely. They've got strengths right across the park. Also mindful of the fact that Harata Butler is back and, she's coming off the back of having a good season in Australia. So, they've got strengths right across the park that I'm really, looking forward to the challenge tonight.
Are you confident?
Always got to be confident in my team, definitely. Yes, I must say I'm confident, but I also am nervous, as always, because they are a strong side.
Patara, the last time we saw Taniwharau on Wednesday Night Football, you jagged the win. It was a good win too. Can you do it again?
Oh, I hope so, mate. It's still going to come on the back of some really good defence, and we know that Papakura have some really good forwards that can roll up the field quite easily if we let them do that. So everything's going to be on the back of some good defence today.
One good in, Harata Butler. One big out, your skipper, Leah Reese-Tuka.
Yeah, that's a huge one, having Leah Reese out. She brings so much energy out into that back line. But as you said, Harata back in the mix before she goes back to Australia. So she trained with us in the off-season, and, she's like a magnet to these ladies, and she'll bring that energy and that experience to the side. So I'm really looking forward to seeing her out there tonight.
Have you talked to Te Ahuriri about maybe another hat-trick?
Well, I hope so. She loves these TV games, so hopefully she'll get out there and do exactly that, mate, and get us another hat-trick today. That'll be absolutely awesome.
So the Papakura Seagulls come out and ready to go for this Week 4 showdown of the Steele-Shanks Premiership, wherever you are around the Motu. Welcome to Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. Stephen Mackay and Anthony Gelling in the house for this one for 2 matches. Looking forward to both these epic matches this evening. The Papakura Seagulls are sitting in P2, but 1 win, 1 loss and a bye. Don't read too much into it, right, Ant?
Yeah, for sure. Even for the Taniwharau team, very, very similar results. It's early in the season. That's one thing we do know. But this one here, this is usually the battle at the south side is Manurewa versus Papakura, but you got the real south side, Taniwharau, south side.
So this is how Papakura line up for our round 4 Steele-Shanks Premiership. Plenty of try scorers. And as we said earlier, don't read too much into the numbers, but they are in those positions. Keep your eye on Platinum Masters running in the number 9 jersey. And Wendy Saviete, both from Howick's winning team last year. Platinum Masters will ask for the ball all day.
Yeah, for sure. And let's not forget, these two teams have met already this season. So Taniwharau losing 16 points to 34, Papakura taking that one. It was Papakura that started fast. It was 5 tries in the first half. Taniwharau will need to start fast in this one to give themselves the best chance.
And out come Taniwharau. They're a good bunch of young women and a good coaching staff. And they said the last time they were here, Anthony, the reason they are playing in the Steele-Shanks Premiership, if you want to play top footy, you've got to go where it is. And I love the attitude.
Yeah, for sure. And the case was made for them to stay in Taniwharau because they are developing the comp there. You know, the game throughout the country is growing, especially for the women's comp. But they know that their best opportunity to play some top-level footy right now is here in Auckland. So they make the sacrifice. They get on the bus. They do the trip. And these girls are 100% dedicated to what they're doing.
And it will be interesting to see if what Pata Berryman said about Teorua Ahureri. I know I keep going on about it, but her 3 tries in the last match in round 2 here were stunning. But Teorua will come off the bench. And keep your eye on Diamond Henry too. She ran the team around beautifully, but also Trinity Crosby. Their skipper is Ngamoko Totorewa. So a lot to look forward to on a beautiful night here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. The Auckland weather has been actually horrible in the last 24 hours. And if you were unfortunately flooded, we are thinking of you tonight with the cleanup. Joshua Siaki is our referee in charge. Lupa Ovale and David Miller are your touchies. And we are good to go. Round 4 in Wednesday Night League and the Steele-Shanks Premiership. Taniwharau against Papakura. And Taniwharau will get us underway, running right to left on your screen as Kura have first use of the ball. So early penalty in favour of Papakura inside the 10. You just can't afford this that early in the game.
Not early on. The first 20 minutes is going to be crucial. Part of that is winning the territory battle. Handing over possession down your end of the field. It's not ideal for Taniwharau.
Crystal Stowers in the 13 and the headgear running out of dummy half. That's John Sal Totari. So they're comfortably in Taniwharau's half. Kilitupa with the play of the ball. This is Frisia Pokaia. Already scored a try this season. They're in dangerous territory now and in danger of scoring against Taniwharau. That's a good danger. Ewai Tupaia plays the ball. Stowers with a grubber through. Is she going to get through? She is. It's come back off, and one would suggest they might get the first try, and they do. Very confusing situation with a little bit of footballing skills going on. But it will be the first try to Papakura, and it would appear Crystal Stowers gets the 4-pointer.
Yeah, classic example of play to the whistle there. A few girls stopped and stared just for a second just to see what the referee's decision was. It was 5th tackle, a little bit of pinball. And as you can see, there was a ricochet that bounced off the Taniwharau player.
Crystal Stowers gets the 4-pointer, so it's a good, strong start for Papakura. Crystal Stowers' first try of the season. And they'll be stoked with that. But it was all very much a slow motion. Everybody watching what was going on. Idaho Stowers with the grubber through, got the second touch. And then it was Hope Parata-Kingi who tried to kick it. I would have thought the best thing there, Anthony, was to dive on the ball and shut it down.
Yeah, so all happened a bit fast, I think. I was just about to give the Miha Balo a rap, the number 5 for Taniwharau, her defence on the tackle just before it to stop that shift play from Papakura.
Conversion now. Oh, it's come off the uprights and no extras added from Frisia Paikaya. So it's the Papakura Seagulls with the positive start. Coach Crystal Roto will be happy about that. It's Papakura 4, Taniwharau 0 early in the first half of the Steele-Shanks Premiership round number 4. Here's Frisia. Gave it a good nudge. Here's the front-on view of what happened. There was the little grubber through, and well, maybe a little bit of hesitation from Parata King of wanting to go down.
A little bit of pinball, mate. Bing, bang, bong.
So Papakura with more ball. They'd go back to that penalty, wouldn't you, Anthony? Go, yeah, how costly was that? They love that drop. They love the drop ball, don't they?
Yeah, it's an interesting lineup. So Crystal Stow is at number 9. She's usually the starting number 13, but without the usual number 9, it's her first time playing there, actually. So far, so good. She doesn't look out of place.
Well, keep your eye on the Wendy Savietti playing the ball now. She loves just asking for the pearl. Again, Frisia Paikaya is getting through plenty of work. They're just rolling through the middle, nothing flash, keeping it nice and simple. That's Kelly Tupai Huet. 40 out from the line. Platinum Masters with the left boot goes to the air. Pressure from Taniwharau and picked up nicely too from Teramari Muruhauraki. Not being able to get that quick play of the ball, but first chance to see what Taniwharau have got on the back of that early try.
Well, I'll tell you what, Papakura here to play, not only from that first try in their first possession that they score, but the kick chase on the end of that high bomb, that right edge, hungry to get their bodies in front, hungry to chase the collision.
That's Harata Butler. Signed for the Cowboys in the NRLW. That's exciting too, isn't it?
Yeah, big news.
Well, it's going to the New Zealand Women's Rugby League scene, and let's be honest, rugby scene is going to be a scouting ground for NRLW scouts. It's sitting there, isn't it?
Well, not going to be. It already has. We saw some of the girls from Mangere East under 15s, under 16s team already on their way to their respective NRL clubs over in Australia.
So penalty, but we've got a player down. It would appear. I'm just trying to catch that number that it could be. Is it Platinum Masters? It
looks like an 8 or a 6 on the back.
Okay, it could be an upside. It could be a 9. You're looking at the other way around. Are you looking at upside down 9? I think it is Platinum Masters. Yeah, it is. Now that would be a big loss if she's unable to continue. Part of the Championship Howick team from 2023. So this is Roimata Crawford going, and so, head connection. She's got the melon with Wendy Savietti right there.
Yeah, side of the temple.
Gonna hurt, but look at that. Platinum Masters backing up.
He's a tough cookie.
But it's still Taniwharau ball. Nadia Flavel on the sideline, waiting to see what happens there in the 4 jersey. That's Tiotoka. Finds Roimata Crawford. Roimata Crawford, some reasonably handy post-contact meters. They come to the left-hand side. Taniwharau still working with Nadia Flavel. Hauraki. They come stepping. This is Harata Butler. Still going. Now she straightens up Butler. Commits 3 players. Coach Berryman on the looking closely. Didn't play the advantage. I thought he might have just let him go.
Yeah, a little bit of interference there. Could have gone either way with that one. I think, a play on call would have been okay.
Butler with the ball. So early in the tackle count, she's 3 out. Toka Comes back inside. This is Taniwharau going close, but no. Howell plays the ball. Lost ball. Gee, defence were on it quickly.
Yeah, no mucking around there. This could either be a play at the ball or a play at the arm there. Yeah, defence towing the line very close there.
I would ask you the question, square? Came from the side, not square in front.
Mate, I saw the referee's boss walking around before. I don't want to say anything about the refs.
Here we
slap on the back of the head.
Here we go. Anthony Olsett on the white fence, yelling, right?
I'll take a splinter then a whack from the referee, mate.
Papakura now working them off their line, having survived an early raid from Taniwharau. Papakura lead 4-0 early in the first half. Steele-Shanks Rugby League, Wednesday Night League. Live on Sky Sport 3 and the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. Wherever you're watching around the world, welcome to Auckland Go Media, Mount Smart Stadium, number 2. Te Neil plays the ball. They're 30 out from their own line. Stowers looks up, finds a willing runner. That's a run. Stowers looked up, played what was in front of her. Tiatoka going low. 5th and final for Papakura. Still inside their home. Pressure on Platinum Masters. Good pressure too. And really did put her kick off. And it's not the biggest gain they would have liked.
Fantastic kick pressure there. They've done such a good job to put her under pressure for the kick without touching the ball. I thought it might have been close to a semi-charge down there, the way the ball came out the side. And although it's early in the game, you can't help but feel that chance that Taniwharau had at the Papakura line was a crucial one. They got to score every time that they get down there.
Pressure came for the person about to play the ball, Harata Butler. How big will she be tonight as this game continues? Boy, referee Joshua Siaki is having a great old time blowing the pee out of this one early, isn't he?
Yeah, he's stamping his authority all over this one.
Crawford with a slow play of the ball, but decides just to take the line on. Line wasn't exactly rushing up to meet her. Torko's waiting. Right-hand side. This is Diamond Henry. We spoke about her in the pre-game. And that's a really good run from Howell. Torko's waiting. She's looking to the left-hand side. And that's the way she goes. Totorewa, big ball out, allowed to bounce, picked up by Muru Hauraki. They're 12 out from the Papakura line. Can Taniwharau bust the maroon defence? Big, strong run off her right foot, still going is Nadia Flavel. Already scored one try in season 2024. Oh, ball comes back off Butler. It's knocked on by Papakura. So they'll get another crack.
They'll get another chance here. One important thing they do, even if they come down here and don't score, they need to keep hold of the ball and use all their tackles. Make Papakura do some work in defence. They can't come down here and hand the ball over on tackle 2, tackle 3.
The ball was a bit of a bullet from Toka.
Yeah, might have been meant for the girl behind her then.
So, 10 out. Taniwharau with another set. There's Coach Rutter. Strong running come from Diamond Henry. Came off the back of a pass from Trinity Crosby. Crosby's waiting, looks up, goes quick. Heads to the right-hand side. Little step from Parata Kingi. Defence is holding from Papakura. Homer belted. Good strong defence from Pukaya. Going low there, just trying to chip away at the Papakura defence. They switch to the right-hand side. It looks like they might have numbers out wide. Here come Taniwharau. Diamond Henry, though, stopped dead in her tracks. They go to the air this time. Is it long enough? Is it high enough? Can it be intercepted? Oh, it's been dropped. Not knocked on. It's touched, so goal line dropout, but not knocked on. So they get a result, Taniwharau.
They get a result. Great work from Papakura. They do this so well, as every time Taniwharau look to have a one-on-one, they get bodies around, turn it into a 2-3. Three players in the tackle.
So the goal line dropout, not the biggest one you would expect. As Taniwharau go forward, good strong run for Kapa Nuko, the co-captain. Talker's waiting. Look at this run. Howell's been given so much room. Did she stretch out? Did Manirewa Howell get through? Just short. Good strong looking. Nadia Flavel. Oh, she may have caused a problem too here. Flavel was all over Ngamoko Tuturewa, the vice-captain. Gave her no room to move. That's what you call pressure D.
Yeah, unfortunately, look on the replay there. It just says she looks to land on the point of the elbow. We saw something similar with Marcelo Montoya for the Warriors on the wing.
I did wonder about that. I thought it had actually been whacked his head. He came out with two sort of bandages on both elbows.
Yeah, a bit of a funny one. I don't know if it's her elbow. It looked like she might have landed on the point of her shoulder there, which is her AC joint. That can be really painful.
This was a great run by Jamie Homaha. Just kept on driving the legs, looking for the quick play. Got it. Talker, then found Howell. Howell was given a mile of room to work through. Just couldn't get that ball down.
Yeah, just winding up there. She had Roy Mata Crawford on her shoulder. I think that's the difference.
Taniwharau. Again, they attack the line. Butler. This is a strong carry. Now that was Nico. They switch to the right hand. Bullet fast from Butler. And the ball's gone backwards. Has it gone? It has gone backwards. Now it's knocked on. So that's disappointing. It's picked up by Te Aroha Neil. And Papakura have staved off another attack. That's 3 sets.
Not including the repeat sets. I think there might be 4. 3.5 perhaps. But 3.5 cracks at the line and 0 points on the scoreboard. Not ideal for Taniwharau.
And if you're Crystal Rota, you'd be very happy as we see Peaches Peters go away. Scored a try already. Will she get shut down? Finally gets shut down. Heck of a run though. 25 out from the Taniwharau line. Coach Rota looking on. Here comes Nathan. Nathan straight through. Finds a gap. They edge closer. 12 out. Papakura to the Taniwharau line on the back of all that defense. Can they turn it around? Stowers pushing and stopped. Idaho Stowers with the ball. Ball's bumped back. Platinum Masters, little bobble, still good. Papakura coming to the right-hand side. Almost for Sabiete. Last tackle. Here comes Flavel. Flavel alone gets the ball out. Platinum Masters hands it off to Taniwharau, and they survive a raid by Papakura.
Fantastic D set there from Taniwharau. And special mention there, Harata Butler. They were gone on the left edge. She shot out by herself and just threw a spanner into the works. Papakura unable to capitalise on a great break there from Peaches Peters. What a run.
Gotta love the name. Peaches Peters just going for it. Here's Harata Butler playing the ball. Be interesting to see how long they keep Butler on. She's come back from Australia. There is Coach Patara Berryman. Was happier about 5 minutes ago when they were close to the line. They'll kick inside the 40. It's a good long kick too, and there's no one back. What's the chase like? It's not half bad actually. It's a good chase from Taniwharau, but beaten, and guess who? At this time it's Samuru Horaki. Finally brought to the deck by Manirewa Howell. Stowers waiting. Flavel puts a little step on, tries to beat them, but walks into Harata Butler and co. This is Pukaya. Pukaya still going. Good strong leg drive. 30 out from the Taniwharau line. And they give away a penalty. A little under 25 minutes to go. There's not much in this.
Not much in this. It's end-to-end action at the moment. That was a great kick from Taniwharau. Unfortunate about the kick chase. You had one person flying out. If you're going to fly out like that, you've got to make the tackle. You know, results in a half break, and Papakura now back on your line.
So Papakura. Here they come. Kura. Good hit. And guess who gave her the hit? Ahuriri stops them short. Look out, there's gaps. Here come Papakura against Saviete. No! Little dart. Can they hold up? Can they hold up? Well held up. Stowers is not going to get number 2.
I'll tell you what, 1 second more, she's got that ball down, doesn't she?
Matua Fatarike is on for Papakura, as is Billie Jean Ale. Pokai is off, as is John Saltotare.
Yeah, interesting changes there. Usually we see Nathan in the 11 jersey. She is playing prop despite wearing the 11 jersey. She usually comes off around the 15-minute mark, so...
As I said a moment ago, Ahuriri is on, and she's replaced Kapaniko for Taniwharau. So they've got to stand up in D. So forward pass from Papakura with all that work. Got to say, the ladies, that's what how Crystal refers to her players as the ladies, are all doing a job tonight on Wednesday Night League. Live on Sky Sport 3 and the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. It's round 4 of the Auckland Women's Premiership, the Steele-Shanks Premiership. And Taniwharau running right to left in the green and yellow. Come from that Rugby League heartland of Huntly and in the Waikato. This is Harata Butler.
There's a few carries already for Harata.
Nice little run from Toka. Coach Berryman reasonably satisfied at the moment. This is Ahuriri. He said she loves the TV games. 3 tries last time. Let's see if Ahuriri can do it again. Howell was given a ton of room at the Papakura end of the field about 10 minutes ago. Went so close. They go to the air on the back of the kick from Muru Hauraki. Nicely taken from Marewa Sampson. And Bakani waiting.
Oh, great tackle.
There's that little boy's Carney. Just goes hard. Stowers finds Masters. Seems okay after that head knock with her teammate. Still running it right. This is Peaches Peters. Just inside the Taniwharau half of Papakura. Masters, short passes. Fifth and final. Will they go to the air? Stowers decides to run it, then comes back inside, tries to spot the get, does get the ball away, and finally the kick has got away. The bounce you would hope is kind, and it is for Muru Hauraki.
I'll tell you what, I think Stowers is seeing what we might be seeing from here. It's a very disjointed defensive line from Taniwharau, lots of gaps. Stowers not wrong there to just poke your head out of dummy half and see what's available.
Tamiha Barlow just dumped on her back. Toka. Oh, Butler wasn't ready for that ball. Just a little bit of communication dropping for Taniwharau. Henry will play the ball. Toka. This is Homaha. Gets that ball away. Here's Ahuriri. Ahuriri will just ask for the ball as much as she can get. Just a little stagnant, this backline play. Butler. Cut out pass. Comes back inside. They're flirting with the touchline. They've got to be really careful, Taniwharau. Fifth and final. It hasn't been the greatest set. They'll need a good kick here. They look to Muru Hauraki. She goes high. Well, okay. That's the way you're going to stop it, but it's pushed you back. And the chase looks pretty good too. And it's a knock on. So for all of that, it's a knock-on against Papakura, and it's so close. It's inside 10 metres of the Papakura line.
Yeah, interesting tactics here. A little bit of FIFA World Cup. I think the Women's World Cup was last year.
It was.
Little taste of that there, but Taniwharau back Once again, another opportunity on the Papakura line. 20 minutes gone. Can we see some points for them from this scrum? Great position.
We use this word a lot, Anthony, but execution will be the key here for Taniwharau. They've gone close, but the defence of Papakura has been strong. Taniwharau, look to the left-hand side. In comes Parata Kingi. Muruharaki goes into acting half. Quick play. Flavel, no. They need a big, strong run. Totorewa asking for the ball. Short ball, Butler stops and just gets caught in no man's land. Not going anywhere, Taniwharau at the moment. They've got numbers. Put the little grubber in. Is there a chase? No, but I think there might have been a knock-on. Another knock-on from Papakura. So they're not helping themselves. By the same token, Taniwharau aren't throwing much.
Not really. Great option there. They're mixing it up with the little grubber, but the winger has to be on board. The winger's out wide. She's waiting for the pass.
I think Omaha was waiting for the pass to drop back onto her.
I'll tell you what, Nadia Flavel went close in. She went left foot, right foot, stepped her clean, and then went left foot again. One too many.
But they get the ball back, Taniwharau. Here they come. Good, strong run, still good for Diamond Henry. That's the way you start a set. 3 out from the line, and they're looking strong this time. Ball goes out in front of Muruharaki. Already scored 2 tries this season. Harata Butler waiting. Finds Flavel, and they just bend her backwards. Torko waiting. Defence comes out strong. Platinum Masters putting a lot of pressure on the player. Harata Butler looks around, will keep it going. Trinity Crosby looks back, finds Ahuriri. She knows the way to the try line in Wednesday Night League. Trinity Crosby goes way out wide. Henry gets the ball away, but they're going nowhere. Ball goes up again. Let's see how they're under the high ball again. Who's waiting? Been knocked on by Taniwharau. And once again, Papakura survive.
And once again, Stephen, I'm going to use the word execution. Okay, now they have the space out on the right. They just don't know how to get it there. So the big wide cutout ball, it's good to get the ball there, but while that ball's in the air, it gives the Papakura defense time to slide across, which is what we saw there.
So the Papakura maroon wall is holding up. And Coach Rota will be happy about that. But the fact that they knocked on twice, she won't be happy about. Speaking with Crystal last week, she's learning a lot about coaching. And, well, let's just say she's finding a challenge, but loving it by the same token. Good strong hit. Ahuriri on Te Aroha Neil. Oh, yeah. Here comes Te Oriwa. Look at that. 1 under, 1 over, and bang on the back.
Get that, India.
Well, we did talk about the defence of Taniwharau last time they were playing in Wednesday Night League. And look out. Look at this storming run. Another big run. That was Papakura again. The ball's going to mile back. They're under pressure. They use the big left boot of Platinum Masters, and beautifully taken by Tiramari Muruharaki.
Yeah, make note of the depth on the kick. They're almost Union style, back in the pocket. Where it's nice and safe, I guess. No kick pressure there.
You see, being a league, I would have said Matt Burton, like, you know, get that ball high in there on the big left peg. You are watching Wednesday Night League. Stephen McIver, joined by Anthony Gelling. Just loving the footy. Still another game to come after this one. Week 4 of the Fox Memorial Premiership. Mount Albert unbeaten against Marist, looking for their first win in the Premiership in 2024. Change for Papakura. Crystal Stowers is off. And Tisha Vaka, who was a late call-up, is in. It's a 16 jersey. Now another forward pass, and that's just another unforced error you can't afford. Papakura will play the ball just on their own 40-metre line. Under a quarter of an hour to play, and the defence comes into play against from Taniwharau. That's twice. Guess who? Homaha.
I might pick somewhere else to run, eh? We've tried that option. Maybe somewhere else.
Maitua Fetarika in the 10 jersey. She's on. She's already scored a try this evening. Now a bit of pace coming from Papakura. Straight drive from guess who? Wendy Saviete. Papakura. Ball's low. And they wrap up Kanetra Nathan. Furrowed brow, what a coach has to do. Vaka, big ball out, finds Stowers. Iwe Tupai still going. They go to the air. This one's going to go way too long. Not what they wanted. It'll be a 7-tackle set.
Yeah, definitely not ideal there. Taniwharau, they've got 12 minutes left in this half to hopefully get some points on the board. I'll tell you what, so far on the shift, they look a little bit clunky. The best play they have, give it to Manirewa Howell. Every time she's touched the ball, she's an absolute force.
It's like she's got spiders on her. They don't
Same
want
with
to touch
this
her.
one. Same with this one. Nadia Flavel, Diamond Henry, when they tuck the ball and just run for it, they just need someone off the shoulder to take the heat off. But
I think you spoke too soon. They've just knocked on. Unforced error, and they play the ball. Give the women one thing, though. They're not mucking around. They're getting on and playing with it. You know, they're not arguing. They're just going, okay, fine. I think she was complaining that Maitua Fetarika had a hand in the ball. Referee Siaki not going to have a bar of it. They'll start this about 35 out from the Taniwharau line. Papakura ball. Can't miss them in the maroon, the Seagulls. Double round wasn't on. Vaka. Papakura. Fetarika. A lot of short balls tonight from both sides. Waiting for the big off the back from the fence. This is Papakura. Wrapped up by Justice Wilson, who's now on the 19 jersey for Taniwharau. Masters got room to move. And a knock on. Knock on from Peaches Peterson. Oh, the head drops from Coach Ruta. The chance was there.
we have a look at the space back on the inside. So if she goes, straightens up or looks left, there's a massive gap there. Defense not chasing across. Every time the eyes are up and they're looking for the shift, the defense is doing the same. They're getting up and they're sliding out a little bit early. I think if you're Platinum Masters there or any of these halves, you can definitely straighten up and find some opportunities.
You're wanting to see the step off the right, weren't you? The big step off the right.
Boom, the big dummy, the big show and go.
Taniwharau ball have to work themselves off their own line. Crosby with the ball. They're running. Now have they got room to move? So they'll come back into the left-hand side. Will they straighten it up and just find some good meters? That's a tackle and a half from Fetarika. Just ragdoll it. Taniwharau Howell now. You said give it to her and she'll find meters, and she does. Manirewa Howell. Tuka. Here she comes. Ahuriri. Would have liked a bigger wind-up. Teorewa. Tuka. Just slow passing, a little bit slow motion. Paraza Kingi taken down. Now they've looked up. They haven't seen Tuka. Good heads-up play. Fifth and final for Taniwharau. It'll go to the air. They know they can put pressure on Papakura, or they keep the ball in hand. Well, they're going for it. Did Harata Butler not hear the play?
She didn't know it was fifth tackle then, because if she did, she would have at least looked for the offload. She had two girls pushing up out on her outside there on the left.
come back from Australia, signed with the Cowboys for the ARL. You can tell the difference, can't you, when they go to Australia? The style of play is a lot different. It's far more, it's a little more intense, one might suggest.
I think there's a physical change as well. They seem to come back with a bigger engine, you know, playing and training in the heat definitely, it just had a new intensity as well. They definitely bring that back with them.
And Bakani, she just dispatched the Taniwharau player. Masters continue to go down the commentary touchline in the John Walker Lounge, where we're calling this on Sky Sport 3 and the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. Butler was up, put a lot of pressure on. So the kick wasn't where they needed to be, but the chase is not bad. Safely taken by Taniwharau, no panic.
Yeah, I tell you what, a kick's only as good as its chase. It's a wobbly kick, but the chase made it not a bad end to the set for Papakura.
But it gets them closer to halfway early in the set for Taniwharau. Good way to start this, or a good place to start the set. Homaha.
Yeah, we're inside the last 10 minutes now. A little bit of fatigue setting in. That might be the factor that opens us up for Taniwharau.
That's the sort of run they needed. Good, strong carry from Ahuriri. This is Howell. Howell steps off it and thumped. Thumped by Federica. 5 and last. They're well out. They're about 35 out. It's a dainty up and under, and well taken, but look at the chase from Tamiha Barlow.
Yeah, I could have told you she was offside on that build-up.
So it was 25 out. They went to the air.
Yeah, just got to be a little bit better then. Because even if the kicker takes it to the line and puts a little chip over, she's not in contention to compete for that ball. So
may not have got the ball back, but it was a hell of a hit to remind her what's in front of her too.
Yeah, you need a bit of that sometimes.
You do.
Let your presence be felt.
Completely. Intimidation, name of the game. Ooh, juggle. Stowers is back on for Papakura. Wow. Good hands by Crystal Stars. Ahuriri's come off for Taniwharau. And Papanuka is on, and here's a good strong run now, but it's close to the touchline for Muru Hauraki. She stays in. Carney. Emma Carney's caused all sorts of what. They struggle to hold her down. Again, the big left boot of Masters. It bounces back towards Papakura. A little bit of indecision, but finally Taniwharau settled the ball down.
Yeah, it's letting it bounce twice. So you mentioned Amber Carney on that last set. She scored 2 tries last time they played Taniwharau.
Oh, dropped ball. It's Ewai Tupaya. Oh, Coach Berryman not happy for Taniwharau. Now it's Papakura on the line. Can they score before the half? Crystal South steps off her right, walks into the green and yellow wall of Taniwharau. Tishvaka. Ball comes back. Federica. Pukaya steps off her and goes straight through. Puts a big arm out. Gets one out of the way. Will she roll and get one? No. Tell you what, Muru Hauraki felt that. Vaka. Short ball comes out. Another little short ball. Will they hit and spin and score? Yes, they will. And Papakura, just before the half, go further ahead, courtesy of Maitua Federica.
Yeah, big run there from Federica, former Newcastle Knight. They almost scored on this play here. That was an unreal defensive effort, but you just had the feeling Papakura were about to go over any second. Great line there, running straight at the half. Spinning out of 3 tackles.
Yeah, Trinity Crosby had no help, but there was a vision of size differential there that was never going to work that close to the line. And early cramp. Early cramp.
Can't be cramping in the first half. A long way to go.
Hey, early in the season, mate, fitness, you've got to work your fitness up. Heck, I cramped at the gym last night. No, that was only 45 minutes. 8-0, kick to come, Papakura, round 4 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership, live here from Go Media, Mount Smart Stadium number 2, that should be full for the Warriors who play the Dolphins this weekend. Imagine that, I could like to think it'll be another sellout after the Warriors win against the Panthers at the weekend. They've got people talking about the Wars. The kick comes from Platinum Masters, goes to the left-hand side of the upright, is not converted. So 2 unconverted tries to Papakura in the first half. And they lead Taniwharau in round 4, 8-0. This is the try again. Tish Vaka waiting at acting half. Finds Stowers, who just a quick little grab onto Federica. She hits and spins and scores. Bench is happy about that.
Yeah, just size and experience getting her over the line there. Taniwharau, they didn't do a bad job at finding their line and resetting themselves.
So this could be a half that Taniwharau will go into thinking it has been one of missed opportunities. The number of times that they've had the opportunity to score and haven't been able to convert. Parata Kingi with the restart. Good restart too, but nicely picked up by Papakura. Back they come. Let's try score with the first carry. Federica Pukaya. Stowers just goes straight. Oh, Pukaya. She just pushes Justice Wilson back and says, out of the way, girl. Stowers steps off her right, finds the gap and straightens. Catches the Taniwharau defence, and Mark is not being straight, so.
Yeah, big set coming up here just before the half. About 1:30 remaining.
Got to say, Tish Vaka coming off the bench has made a difference to the way go forward here and their direction, particularly for Papakura, as Federica plays the ball.
Yeah, well, Tish Vaka, she's jumped in at number 9, so Crystal Stowers has gone back to her usual 13 role. There it is, the show and go. Been waiting for that.
Oh, and the strip.
It's not a bad call there, because obviously I don't think the players have access to a clock. They don't know how much time's left exactly. But even just that strip there, you've wasted 30 seconds. You've got to be more sneaky than that.
Saviete. Good carry. Gets them 5 out from the Taniwharau line. Can they score another inside the last 45 seconds? This would hurt. Taniwharau's D has got to be up. Stowers stepping, backing into the defenders. She's pushed forward. They better be on their game. Heads up. Here come Papakura. Masters finds Ambakani. 3 out from the Taniwharau line. Nervous looks. Pukaya going nowhere, so Taniwharau doing their job. They've only got 15 seconds to hold on. Vaka. Good ball to Stowers. They just shove it along the line. Here we go. Hooters gone. Papakura, will they go? And no, they won't. So Taniwharau survive just on the hooter in round 4. And Coach Crystal Roto should be pretty happy with that first half from Papakura. 2 unconverted tries. They've staved off a mountain of attack from Taniwharau on their own line, and they'll go into the half leading by 8. So at half time, it's Papakura 8, Taniwharau 0 in round 4 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership.
June 5th on Wednesday Night League. First up in the Fox, the Roosters face the Leopards. Then at 8 p.m, the Lionesses take on the Hornets. ARL Wednesday Night League, back June 5th, live Sky Sport 3 and the ARL YouTube channel. Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs. With highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information.
Obviously, we are here for a good cause, and we want to create this environment, okay? It's our whare, our whānau, and our way. It's a big game. A lot of things happen. I've seen a lot of things in my time that I laugh about now, but we want to create a space not only for our youth, but also our coaches, our managers, spectators, everything, okay?
We've created this event today really to talk about setting standards and what do we expect. We think that the game of rugby league is the greatest game. We think it brings together the greatest community. We have the greatest people. We believe your greatness grows here because of the game of rugby league.
The cool thing is everyone in this room, we're making a pinky promise to each other that we care about really cool sideline behaviour. We care about bare sport. We care about the aunties. We care about the referees. We care about other players. We care about our own teammates. We care about our mum and dad. So what I'm asking of you is the next time you're at training, the next time at your game, think about the words that you're going to say and think about the way that you're going to congratulate and support each other, the referee, the opposition, your own teammates. So it requires you to do something.
Half-time at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium in round 4 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership, and it's Papakura 8-0 over Taniwharau. You look at the numbers, they've both had an even amount of possession, Anthony Galling, but the completion rate favours Papakura, and they've been able to convert that completion rate and possession.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, without even looking at those numbers, just watching that first half, that's the feeling that you get. That tells the story. Those numbers tell the story of exactly what we've been seeing. Possession 50-50, but Taniwharau, the completion rate, the errors are coming at the wrong part, I'd say the right part of the field, but when they're on their Papakura line, needing to convert those into points.
Taniwharau were rocked early in the first half by Papakura, and I mean early in the first half. The little grubber came through for Papakura, and then it was just the bounce, the ricochet, the ping-pong, whatever you want to call it, and Crystal Stowers jumped on it.
I'll tell you what, if you look at it from this angle, does it come off Crystal Stowers on the last touch? I thought it came off a Taniwharau player.
Oh, now you're doubting the referees. Well, anyway, let's remind you that they went close. And this is what you talked about, the executional lack thereof of Taniwharau and the defence of Papakura. But you've got to throw something at them. And a lot of the time for Taniwharau was just a little bit ineffective. And they were lucky that was a goal line dropout, but they, again, couldn't make the most of it. Omaha has been strong in the first half, but again, Papakura's defence has been all too strong. Taniwharau tried as they might. They went up. Defence has been good, but they don't like the high ball, Papakura. We know that for one thing. So I wonder whether Taniwharau will continue that way. And then this run from Pokaia, and then Tish Vaka coming off the bench has made a huge difference to the direction of Papakura. And at the end of this one, Fetarika will find the ball, and look what happens. just too strong. Very good hit and spin.
Hit spin, thank you very much. But you look at the play before that. I missed that when it first happened, but Parata Kingi, the fullback, making that one-on-one tackle. What a stop. It shows how hungry this Taniwharau team are to have a different outcome than what they saw last year.
Oh, and a lot of chat going on from Coach Crystal Rota for Papakura as we remind you about the Auckland Rugby League and what they are doing in the community. I had the chance a couple of hours ago to talk to the GM of Clubs and Partnerships, our very own Dwayne Mann. Dwayne, the Auckland Rugby League mission statement, our whare, our whānau, our way. What is it and why is it so important?
We developed our whare, our whānau, our way as a simple to understand, simple to use set of guidelines, expectations and standards of how we show up, of how we behave at rugby league. Not once, every time, all the time.
How important is that going forward?
Really important, our whare, our whānau, our way, that people, it's really about culture. It's how we want to be around each other, how we want to show up. It sets out, behaviours. So it's really important. Think of it like your own home. How do you want your own home to be? And yes, our whare, our whānau, our way addresses sideline behaviour in a positive way, but it's bigger than that. It really is about our game, how we want to grow our game and what the future looks like so our game can continue to be fun, inclusive and safe for everyone.
It feels like it takes a village to grow a game. So if that village is to help grow the game, what can people do?
Yeah, great question, Steve. And what people can do, we have a pledge wall where people can, and you'll see that pledge wall around the games, where you can put your name to it, and it's like that physical commitment. You're agreeing to the standards and expectations and guidelines of our whare, our way. The other way we can all do as parents, we're busy in the morning. When we rock up to the games, we're rushed, we're busy, we get on the sideline, we need to calm ourselves down. So what you can do yourself is just take a breath, grab a coffee, get a bite to eat, stand a metre back from the sideline, introduce yourself to the other opposition parents, and then, you know what? Let the coach coach. Let the referee referee. Best thing you can do is actually just cheer positively and support your children that way.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs, with highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information. June 5th on Wednesday Night League. First up in the Fox, the Roosters face the Leopards. Then at 8 p.m, the Lionesses take on the Hornets. ARL Wednesday Night League. Back June 5th. Live Sky Sport 3 and the ARL YouTube channel.
Full moon tonight. Anthony Gelling will not be howling if you were expecting something special to come out of his mouth, but he is pretty excited about our whare, our whānau, our way, which is the mission statement for Auckland Rugby League.
Yeah, really special. Great message there from Dwayne Mann as he was speaking. You want to grow the game throughout the country, you've got to grow it with a strong foundation, and that starts at the grassroots level, and that starts with our whānau, our whare, our way. So
Platinum Masters will kick off for Papakura. They lead 8-0 to unconverted tries. They were spoken to intensely by their coach, Crystal Rota. It's a good start to the set for Taniwharau. You get the feeling, don't you, if Taniwharau can get down the Papakura end and start putting their passes together and actually maybe straightening up a little bit, they might start causing Papakura some trouble.
They just got to keep running like they are running. You know, that girl there, we mentioned her in the first half, Manurewa Howell. Every time she's touched a ball, she's a threat. Just keep going at them, and it asks the questions of Papakura. Do you want to make the tackle?
Oh,
and as soon as they don't, it's 4 points, thank you.
Howell, right on halfway, plays the ball for Taniwharau. They like the idea they're going to keep it going, but they've gone backwards, and they'll open up an easy get for Papakura inside their own half. Early mistake again, which cost them early in the first half. So Aroha Neal will play the ball. Tish Vaka has been a revelation. This is Kelly Tupaia, pushed onto her back. Kelly Tupaia Howitt. They cannot do that early in the first half. It's going to hurt them. Vaka. Stowers holds it. This is Federica, scored the last try. Vaka taking their time. Masters just waiting. Well passed by Sampson. The one-on-one strippers are going to be affected, and it is! That's how you stop a play.
That's how you do it. And I mentioned it before the game, Nadia Flavel. The last time she was on Wednesday Night League, she was so good defensively, and that time she flew in from the side, stopped one player, gets up again, stops the other one with a one-on-one strip. Thank you very much.
So Taniwharau make up for that early error in the second half. They've got plenty of time to get on the board, but they will want to get on the board early. They are a confidence team. We saw that last time out in Wednesday Night League in round 2. Long kick. We know that they get a little shaky. They leave a lot of space at the back, Papakura. The chase, as we've seen, is a good one. Good chase from Diamond Henry and co. Neal decides to go alone. Almost tries to get through one. She's pushed off and finally stopped by Manurewa Howell. Papakura with the knock on early in their own half. So here we go. Is this the chance for Taniwharau to finally get points on the board? And another knock on. Well, spoke too soon.
Well, you asked the question. There's your answer.
Don't always like the answer you get when you ask the question, do you? And it was actually the player that we've been speaking a lot about, Manurewa Howell, so she'll be filthy on herself for that. So double knock-ons within the blink of an eye. It'll be Papakura ball. They'll have to work themselves out of their own half.
Looks great there, the green and yellow. Reminds me of Green Bay Packers.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it does.
The cheeseheads.
I was waiting for you to say, I've got a car in green and yellow. I call it the turtle.
It's green, but it's because it needs a wash.
Okay, I love clean car. I love cleaning cars, but I'm not coming to clean your car. Just one of those things. We all have our thing. Kura with the ball. Wendy Saviete hasn't been as involved as one might expect, Wendy. Vaka. This is Carney. Amber Carney just runs straight and she causes bother. I'm not going to overplay this. Vaka coming on has made the difference. She was a late call-up. Crystal Rota didn't want to play. She picked up the phone and said, "You're playing." Okay.
Imagine getting that call at 6 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Well, it would have been before 6 because we kicked off at 6, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Papakura ball, 8-0 they lead. A little over 35 to play in the second half. We're just into the second half. Papakura with 2 unconverted tries. Taniwharau with many opportunities unconverted. Bit of a hoof from Idaho Stowers and a slip. I mean, the conditions are lovely, but the top of this deck gets very greasy at this time of the year.
She's done well to keep hold there.
Yeah, it just got a little messy. Tamiha Barlow throw into the deck. Muru Hauraki not happy with the treatment, but they move on.
I'll tell you what Papakura is doing well. Every time these Taniwharau wingers come in and they're bunched around the ball, Papakura mimic that with their defense. They tighten up in the middle and they get the baseball bats out. They're trying to come through the middle of them.
I think Crystal Stowers is in a bit of bother. She's gone down on one knee. She was holding an arm, looks like potentially her right arm, but she's going to go down and go on. She's looking to go down. I think she might have a stinger. Here we go. Taniwharau on the roll. Nadia Flavel down the left-hand touch line, running left to right. Taniwharau. Now, is this the opportunity? Butler finds Justice Wilson. Gets through one, almost gets through 2 and 3, but centers them up. Got to do something. Crosby, little chip. Beautifully picked up by Iwai Tupaya. So a bit of a soft end to the set on the back of that run from Nadia Flavel. Now they have to force the mistake. Hold Papakura down their end. Numbers in the tackle. That's what you do. Don't want to give away a penalty, mucking around on the ruck. Whoa. Tell you what, Fetalika didn't like the handle. Here's Carney now. Ball goes out in front of Peaches Peters. She's away. Can they get her off the across the touchline? No. And now they do.
Yeah, so she was not held when she hit the ground. She was able to stand back up and very nonchalantly kind of pushed over the sideline.
Yeah, sort of almost gave herself up in a way. That close to the line too. Need to just stay down. Look at the run from Carney. Ball well out in front of Peaches Peters. And then Flavel just grabs her, gets her close to the line, and then it's Hine Ngako Gillette that gets her across. Back live. And it's Taniwharau with the ball. Toka. Muru Hauraki. Making hard work of a Taniwharau. I think you almost want, if they get that first one, floodgates could open. Don't know, not sure. It's one of those questions I'm asking. I want to see the answer. Homaha. Toka. There's Howell getting close to the line. 5 out. Taniwharau now closing. Can they convert this time? Come to the left. Long ball. A good run by Butler. Yes! Harata Butler scores for Taniwharau, and they're finally on the board. They've been waiting for this. Butler's been working hard. And the lady that's heading to the Cowboys for NRLW gets first points for Taniwharau. Nice, solid set.
Well, I was just about to say on the set before, you want to see Harata Butler with the ball in her hand close to the line, and you'll say, yeah, right, Captain Hindsight. You're just saying that because she scored now. She's been a threat at the other end of the field, but close to the line. Finally, just tuck the ball under the arm, run it straight. Good on you.
Gee, it's a simple game, isn't it? When you look back, just got to run your lines and run hard, though. That's the one thing, any team that's running a good, strong, hard line close to the line is more than a 50% chance.
More than a 50% chance. They've got the players to do it. You say 50%. These girls are 70, 80, 90%. Just give them the ball.
So, challenging conversion, but a successful conversion that puts all the pressure back on Papakura. They've got 2 unconverted tries. So right now it's 8-4.
Looks as though the seam of the ball is just a centimetre left of the centre of the tee. Yeah, I thought so.
That's a hook. And not what Parata Kingi Hope would have wanted. So all is not lost now. Taniwharau in the game. Lots of good talking from that woman there. The try scorer, Harata Butler. Watch it again. Again, Powell set it up, centered them up nicely. And the passing game here, good long. None of the short stuff. Get him out wide.
Get him out wide. Create those one-on-ones.
Look at that.
You want your danger runners in space just like that.
Defensive line ran up, opened the hole, and Harata Butler gets in. 8-4. Papakura still in front. It's round 4. of the Steele-Shanks Premiership. Coming next, it's round 4 of the Fox Memorial Premiership. Marist looking for their first win against the unbeaten side Mount Albert. Two very good coaches, Simon Yeremia for Marist, and the great one I'd like to call him. He won't like me saying that, John Ackland. One of the best scouts of talent around. Papakura restart. Taken nicely by Papakura, Taniwharau. That was Trinity Cosby with the good take. She's waiting in there at acting half, wanting a quick play, not getting it from Ahuriri. Now we'll see if that adds an extra little bit of energy to Taniwharau. Howell finds Justice Wilson, who has just thrown herself at the line all night and on most occasions hit a brick wall. Howell again comes off a left, straightens up. Good carry, just inside Papakura's half. Crosby waits for Homaha. Homaha puts the right paw out, trying to get through the three of them. Cannot do so. Ahuriri. They're going to the air and put pressure on the kickers. Hasn't gone as far as they would have liked. But you heard the call too from referee Siaki. The Taniwharau player was offside anyway. So it will be Papakura ball. Again, a disappointing end to the set.
Yeah, it is, and it's the same winger again. So once is a mistake, twice is unforgivable. You gotta fix that, you know, because she's 3 or 4 meters ahead there, in front of the kicker. But the high ball so far, the kicks are right on the money.
Yeah, they are.
She had all the time in the world, no kick pressure. I thought she might have been lining up a field goal with the way
there were shades of it, weren't there? So on the 40-metre mark, Papakura will edge towards halfway. Kelly Tupai plays the ball. Crystal Sauer seems to have got over the stinger. That's a really nice carry from Nathan. Stowers almost overran the ball, but that's a heck of a run from Pukaya. Stowers finds Stowers. Bang! And Iwai Tupai walks into a Taniwharau sandwich. Neil. Stowers. Idaho goes over the top, almost sees an intercept, but the ball is still alive. 5 and last for Papakura. Oh, what's going through the mind of Coach Ruta? Stowers goes. It's a little bit of a chip. Easily taken by Katana Tamihabalo. And she decides to let's play hot potato as well. Inside your 10, I wouldn't be so keen, Anthony.
Yeah, I don't think her teammates are too keen either. She was looking for the pass. They all kind of looked at her, shaking her head. Just hold it, get down, play the ball.
Diamond Henry gets the offload. Again, an offload on their 10-metre line. They're going to get past that one. Making it hard for themselves, Taniwharau. Good shoulder from Amber Carney on Howell.
Yeah, she gets up like it's nothing, but she must have felt that.
That's the run they needed from Te Orewa Ahuriri. Butler. Here comes Flavel. Flavel still along.
Little hair pull there. Did you see that one?
I saw that.
Just for a second.
Give Flavel her credit. She didn't go on about it. Butler, the try scorer, decides to go alone. Almost breaks the line. Still going Butler. Not a lot of support. 5th and last. Now, has she been injured? Looked a bit awkward, the tackle. Let's just pause for a moment.
Yeah, it looked like that left groin was under some strain.
Yep. Oh, what's she holding? Holding the left leg. So you've played the doctor already tonight, so I'm going to leave this one up to you, Doc Gelling. So it's okay here. I think it's at this point here. Oh, now hang on. There. There's pressure on the knee, that left knee going down.
Yeah, that's a medial tendon. 4 to 6 weeks.
I'm not even going to answer that. She looks in distress, though, and that would be an enormous blow for Taniwharau if Harata Butler cannot continue. Last week in the Wednesday Night League, quite a large number of women went off with knee concerns and leg concerns. It was like a war zone out there.
Yeah, well, I think the first half last week, I think it took 50-odd minutes to get through it just with the amount of stoppages.
Yeah. This has been a good, strong game of footy to open up week 4 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership. Everybody's chasing Otara. And Taniwharau will be ruining missed opportunities. But Papakura won't necessarily be happy with their game as a whole. I think this, with the number of staff coming on, this might signal the end of Harata Butler's night. And if I was the Cowboys, I'd be a little concerned as well.
Yeah, I wonder what the schedule looks like for her if she was... Seems to be all right. Definitely a hyperextension. That's going to hurt regardless, but just whereabouts on the knee.
So Marley Martin has come on for Taniwharau, and Parata Kingi's off. This doesn't look good for Harata Butler. This is how it happened again. Just watch the next player coming in.
Hip drop.
Well,
Stephen, hip drop.
I was...
Ring the alarm.
I was tempted to mention that. But
that's a classic case of hip drop.
Well, but Federica's feet were on the ground. She didn't just throw herself and then out. Was she out of control? Was she in control of the tackle is the question.
Yeah, it's a huge blow for Taniwharau.
So it's Papakura with the ball, and just a reminder that the NRLW starts on the week of the 25th of July, and the Cowboys, of which Butler plays, will play Saturday the 27th of July against the Sharks. They're away to the Sharks, the Cowboys, in the NRLW.
Well, my unqualified physio opinion with my X-ray eyes gave her 4 to 6 weeks for a medial ligament. We'll see what it is, but hopefully it's not too serious.
Well, one would suggest then that she's got plenty of time. Kelly Tupaia with a good run. Kelly Tupaia Hoet. Papakura with the ball. That's Pukaya. Pukaia's been busy. No one can stop her. And then she just, voluntary tackle, goes to the deck. Ran herself to a standstill. Stowers finds Masters and pops a pretty average ball up. And guess who's trying to take them all with her? Nadia Flavel. You almost want her closer in.
Well, it's a great matchup out there. You got Mbakani for Papakura on that right edge. Nadia Flavel on the left. The biggest opponent seems to be Cramp at the moment.
Kapa Nikau has come on for Harata Butler. Federica just throwing player to the ground. Now some running. They need to find some gaps. They've got the pace. I just feel like that Flavel's wasted out there. Get her in close.
Or even bring her back under. You know, Papakura very good at sliding across. Drop her back underneath.
Need runs like that from Ahurire. And a good play the ball. Put them under pressure. They're going to have to go to the air. Stowers hunting. The ball is away. It's gone behind Marewa Sampson. The chase normally is a strong one, and it is this time Justice Wilson.
I'll tell you what, for Taniwharau, that's the third time that Ahurire's touched the ball and opened things up. Yep. But she's doing it fourth tackle. It's too late in the set. Get her in a little bit earlier, get things rolling, open it up for the rest of the team.
There's Marley Martin, and on 15, on for Butler. It's a good time of the game to be able to find someone to break it open.
Well, there's nothing in this. This could go either way.
8-4, Papakura lead. 2 first half tries. Ambakani draws the attention of 3 Taniwharau players. About 38. 8 out from the halfway line. Nice little short ball from...
Well, Papakura doing so much right at the moment. Just the only thing letting them down is their last play options. They're getting to their kick, but the kick selection just seems a little bit off.
Well, we'll soon find what Crystal Stars has got. She's put a big up and under. They've let it bounce, and there's a big chase from Papakura. Still alive. Papakura the ball. They're going to have to scramble Taniwharau. This is Tupaia Howitt, and is she going to be stopped on the 5th? Yes. Good scramble by Taniwharau.
Yeah, great defence there. As they were shifting out to the left, the covered defence, they're all chasing across. She cuts back on her left foot. There's a great one-on-one stop there from the Taniwharau. Number 6, Diamond Henry. There, that tackle there. If she doesn't make that, there's numbers flooding through for Papakura.
Tamiha Barlow thumped to the deck. We've got another cramp situation for... bad cramp situation for Papakura, playing with 12 at the moment. Balls. Is he calling knock on or strip? He's calling knock on. And Mr. Siaki in the middle has been very clear about that and doesn't muck around.
Yeah,
Jamie. You're giving it the
Jamie Haumaha doesn't like that decision.
Don't worry, it's not the bunker.
Are we the bunker? Send it to us. We'll give you a call. We'll have the final word.
If you want to make enemies of people, just fire up, mate. Roy Marta Crawford is now on. Justice Wilson has come off, and this is Neil. This is Te Aroha Neil. So we're going to see another change here, and it's Platinum Masters is coming back on. So Neil off, Masters on, and Neil still hobbling on the sideline. So Platinum Masters, a good option to bring back on because she's got that big left boot to put pressure on people. Just big cramp. What's it like to get bad cramp, Anthony, in the middle of a game?
Oh, mate, you'd know from your boxing sessions.
No, I don't, Anthony. I wasn't that good. And I wasn't pushing myself super hard because I was most of the time being beaten up. I'm asking you from a rugby league perspective, what's bad cramp like? Papakura to the ball. You can ask that question a bit later. If you can remember, it's a long, long time ago. Savietti waiting. Wants the quick play. Doesn't get it, but Carney now. Steps. Marley Martin trying to slow her down. Stowers. Ball comes back, and that's a good run. That is a great run. Pukaya. Now they're running, full of running. That's Marewa Sampson. Defence is allowing them to come at them. They're giving them plenty of room to move. Nathan with a great carry inside the 10. Well inside the 10. Took one around the chops. Straight ball! Close. And hang on. I think we've got another wee stoppage here.
Yeah, I don't think it's cramped, this one.
I think it's Freesia Pukaya has gone in.
Oh, it might be a knee as well. Looked like her right knee just kind of got caught behind her. Great defence from Taniwharau. I'll tell you what, that's the difference from last year's Taniwharau side to this year's. On their try line, they can repel teams. They can keep them out. And with 20 minutes to go in this one, they find themselves just one try away. 8 points to 4. There's going to be a cracking last 20.
If my memory serves me correct, both tries for Papakura have come off very early mistakes, or should I say, just mistakes from Taniwharau. Get rid of those mistakes, and who knows how this game might end up on Wednesday night. Just a reminder, another big weekend of footy around the Auckland region. All the Fox games kicking off at 2:30. Go onto the Auckland Rugby League website to check out where those games are playing. The Steele-Shanks Premiership games normally kicking off at 12:45. So keep an eye on where your team is playing and get out and support them. Be a good supporter on the sideline.
Well, I'll tell you what, Saturday's games, Otara already been awarded the default win against Pakuranga. For the second time this season, Howick also defaulting early to Otara. Otara have teams running. They have them scared. They're taking the points before they even get on the field.
That is a heck of a run by Marley Martin. Doesn't like the treatment, wanted to quicker play the ball. And Wendy Savietti not letting Muruharaki do anything. Tuka. Howell stepping off their left, then a right. Not gaining as much ground as she normally has. So Papakura very heads up on their D. Terrible kick, but should I say play, but the kick again goes behind. This is where you've got to take advantage of it, don't you, Anthony? There is so much room to play with behind the fullback for Papakura.
Yeah, well, Papakura, with their pendulum, the wingers and the fullback working together on that fourth and fifth tackle, the wingers are not interested at all in dropping back. They present a straight line, and the fullback is very shallow as well. So, a couple times now they've kicked well over the fullback's head, and they've got the bounce. It's allowed to roll and really bite off some metres for Taniwharau.
I'd be calling for a hoof in that ball well behind on that fifth if you have it in that position. 8-4, Papakura, Suli, Taniwharau, 18 minutes and less now counting. Pukai has been busy all night, but that was so Harata Butler's back on. Well, there's a bonus. 2 tackles in succession to Harata Butler. Cowboys breathe a sigh of relief. Here they come down the right edge. Savietti, final ball to Carney. Carney goes, steps and scores. Amber Carney on the back of a nice backline play, and Papakura extend their lead out of nothing.
Yeah, I talked earlier about this matchup between Amber Carney and Nadia Flavel out here on the right edge for Papakura. And it looked like it was just a case of numbers there.
She had to commit to Savietti. Oh, that wasn't. My apologies. Flavel wasn't even out there. Savietti was the player there they had to keep an eye on. They had to try and shut down, but the motion they had going, they were backpedaling straight away, Taniwharau.
Yeah, that left edge just on different pages. We talk about the pendulum with the fullback and wingers working together on that last tackle. It was only tackle 4, I believe, and the winger had almost dropped right back and didn't look like coming up, even though the ball came to her side.
Sam Bakani throwing the mana wave out. So it'll be Platinum Masters on her right side too, because she's a left footer. And that's really taking the sting out of Taniwharau. They were in the hunt. Now, they've got time up their sleeve. Let's be blunt, if Masters can't convert this, it's still only a 10-point game, but they're going to have to score and score quick. Sometimes wonder when a coach is looking at moments like this, and Masters hooks that one, so we're not going to get any conversion of tries by Papakura or Taniwharau at this point in time. But as the clock heads towards full time on the back of this very strong Ambakani try, and it was a good try too, right? Just great work there by John Saltotari, starting up and rushing to the line. You weren't going to stop Ambakani. It's 12-4. Papakura lead Taniwharau in week 4 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership. So here's a call for you, Anthony. Go short for the kickoff, or do you trust your kickers and your chasers, or do you just go long on this one?
I think go long. They've been very good defensively, Taniwharau. I think you put the pressure on Papakura down their end of the field. They haven't been great in the kicking game. So if you can keep them to their 5th tackle, you might be catching the ball on your 40, bringing it back into their half.
So, here's a good strong carry, and that As Maitua Fetarika scored the second try of the first half. Playing it by the numbers, just straight up the guts. Papakura drops one back. That's Wendy Savietti, who was instrumental in that last try you saw. Oh, Stowers has been let go. You cannot do that. Stowers finds the gap. Needed some support. Pukaya. Sampson comes back inside. Here come Papakura again. They are still going, Papakura. Defenders just dropping off the Papakura Peters. Stowers. Pukaya. Oh, gets one away from that one. Kelly Tupaia Horwitz. Yeah, they just forgot the tackle count.
Still a great set from Papakura. They've marched them all the way back down into their 10. I think I might have taken the short kick off, actually. Too late?
You are Mr. Hindsight.
Captain Hindsight, thank you.
Oh, sorry. Captain Hindsight. Anthony Gelling, Stephen McIver in the house here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2. Here's a strong run. Now, Taniwharau are not done with yet. Diamond Henry getting the ladies from Huntly going. Homaha steps off a right, finds another gap. Good meters being eaten up by Taniwharau now, but she's gone down, has she? Not happy. Oh, cramp.
She'll play it with a straight leg.
Okay. Oh. It's off the foot. They play on. Some would be going forward pass, drop ball, doesn't matter. We are still alive for Taniwharau. Oh, intercept. Now, can she go all the way? Maybe not. Still going, throwing the big arm out.
Yeah, she's looking for support there.
John Saltautari, what's going on? John Saltautari gets the intercept and then stops and then goes and then...
Well, she looked to the ref there because I think if the... I'm not 100% sure on this, but if your hair gets pulled, does that constitute a high tackle?
Well, you could have said that by Nadia Flavel earlier in the half when she went down the sideline and had a hair pull. She just got on with it. How tough are they? Now, come on.
Hey, squeaky wheel gets the oil.
And Bakani scored the last try for Papakura, leading by 8. Taniwharau are the ones that need to score. There's Wendy Savietti going left, going right. Walks into the likes of Kaponikau. Stowers finds Fetarika. Fetarika winding up. Fetarika still going. Will she get there? Yes! Maitua Fetarika has scored try number 2 for the evening and extends the lead for Papakura. That's how you do it. Crunch it under your arm and go straight. They were falling off her.
Yeah, well, Coach Rota mentioned her as a dangerous lady before the game. She spent some time with the coach playing at Newcastle Knights just a couple years ago. She only started this game. She's been out of Tangi all week and she missed training, but she comes onto the field, has a big impact, has that intimidation factor. Every time she touches the ball, see the defense just really planting their feet and getting ready for the big contact.
Maitua Fetarika, second try of the evening for her. That takes her tally to 3 tries for the season. And that's what you need. Maybe she watched Ahuriri last time and said, well, you know what? Us front rowers, us forwards can actually do it as well. Ahuriri got 3, I've got 2, and we're not done with yet. Could be the first conversion of the evening. squeezed inside the right-hand upright, but it did. The extra 2 are added for Papakura, and they lead Taniwharau 18-4 in week 4 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership, live here from Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. Enjoy it again. 1, 2, 3. Let's just make it 4. Slams her hand on the deck saying, yeah, baby. That's what we needed. 18-4. Papakura lead Taniwharau. Papakura sitting in P2 of the position behind Otara. So this will give Coach Crystal Rota confidence in her ability to be a head coach. And can't be more than happier.
Speaking of head coach, have they named a head coach for the
Parramatta Eels?
For the women's, the Warriors women's team?
Not that I'm aware of, mate.
The Wahinewas, the Wawas.
You already thought that one out. How long have you been thinking? How long have you been waiting to get that one out?
Oh, they just came to me, mate, off the cuff.
The Wawas. Wahinewas, the Wawas. Wow, that is gonna get some traction. Papakura with the ball. Under 9 minutes to play. Still to come this evening, Marist against Mount Albert. Mount Albert have been piling on the points against a lot of teams. 38 points in week 1, 68 in week 2, 40 last week. They're a points machine in 2024 are Mount Albert.
Competition favourites, I'd say.
You think? Carney finds Peters out the right-hand side. Peters just comes back inside. Gets looked a little high from Justice Wilson, but Siaki, the man in the middle, did not see it that way. Been a number of times that's happened for both sides.
On the line here. When you're ready.
Got a pretty good poker face as our Crystal, hasn't she, hey?
Yeah. Not bad.
Just keeps that brow furrowed and all seriousness. Sure, we'll get a smile out of her at the end of the match. 18-4, under 8 to play. Katana Temihabalo takes the tackle just inside the Papakura half. A lot of work to do. There's Howell. Been waiting to see her break free, but she has been able to well mark. So obviously scouting's been good on Manarewa Howell. Butler.
Big minutes in the middle too. A lot of defense.
Still trying to figure out who the Health Basics player of the day is.
There's a few contenders.
Yeah, I'm sort of, I don't know about you, but I'm sort of tending towards one of the forwards.
Go one.
We'll give you a call on that in about, let's say a minute's time at the 5-minute mark, because Anthony will need to start thinking about heading down to get some post-match reaction. We'll tell you who the Health Basics player of the match is.
Yeah, whoever has the leg. Stand now! Mark it! Hold. Go one.
Nathan just gets Papakura inside the Taniwharau half. Another good, strong tackle on Jody Tupaia. Tupaia gets it away. Crystal Stars hits Karnetra Nathan. Dead stop. And a knock-on called. Almost at the 5-minute mark. Have you got some thoughts on who our Health Basics player of the match is?
I do, mate, and I'm going to go with the girl with the ball in hand right now. Crystal Stow is playing out of position for the first time in the number 9. She's been outstanding. She's got the team forward and also dropping back to her usual 13 position, making some space.
And been busy and been in her team's face.
Yeah, so making some space here for Tish Vaka in the 16 jersey that came on to relieve her at the 9 position. But
that lady there is your Health Basics player of the match, and that is Crystal Stowers. Because with under 5 to go, it looks pretty sure now that Papakura will take this round 4 encounter here in Wednesday Night League. 18-4 they lead. They feel like they've got more points on them. Tupaya, that's Jody. Still going is Jody. Dragged down by Jamie Homaha. Crystal Stowers in at acting half. This is a really good carry from Kelly Tupaya Hoet. Stowers waiting. Nathan's there, but no, she steps inside. This time it's Feterica. Oh, she wants 3. She saw Ahuriri do it. She wants 3. Still has time to do it. Switch to the left-hand side. Nathan. Spun and almost stretched and got it down. Close to the line. Good. Strong D from Temiha Barlow. Shut that one down. Oh, she was waiting for to keep going. Federica Barlow, there's this out to Savietti. Carney stopped. And that's the handover. Oh, there's a touch of a smile from Coach Crystal Rota. Game's in the bag. Taniwharau. Oh, look at that defense coming from Billy Chinale. You're not going to get past me, girl. Butler has been busy all night for Taniwharau, but not busy enough on the losing side this evening. Ahuriri. Butler again. Just going straight, pushing players 1, 2, 3 out of the way. What a carry from Butler. Looks to keep it alive, not going to be able to. Ahuriri. Oh, little dummy goes straight through. Gets stopped just inside the Papakura half. They'll go to the air. They know they can get some success out of this. But what's the bounce going to be like? The chase normally is pretty good. Picked up by Marewa Samson. Her opposite number in Muru Hauraki, although she's playing on the wing this week. Masters. They'll just play it sensibly now. A little over 2 to play. Coming your way shortly live on Sky Sport 3 and also the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. It's round 4 of the Fox Memorial Premiership. Oh, someone's hurt their hand from Taniwharau. It's Marist against Mount Albert. 10 plays 1. Marist looking for their first win, picking up the draw last weekend. Against Howick, Marist. Look at this run again by Maitua Feterica. Is still going. Feterica, she wants the hat trick, surely. Under 90 seconds to play. They're bouncing off Feterica and they're all injured. They go to the air through Crystal Stowers, our Health Basics player of the match. It's come off a Taniwharau player. Now there's a bit of footy going on. And Taniwharau survive another Kura raid. Look at this run from Maitua Feterica. 2 tries this evening, 1 in each half. Under 60 seconds to play in round 4, Wednesday Night League in the Steele-Shanks Premiership. And Papakura have found just some more energy. Here they come again. It's all a little too late. Taniwharau now working against the clock. It's going to be Papakura's night here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2. Final throw of the dice. Another big ball there, but beautifully picked up by Ampakani, who's had a heck of a match tonight out on that right side. Scoring a try as well. First try of the second half. And Patara Berryman will be just thinking about how they can get it right because they play such good footy. Full-time siren sounds here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. And it is done. Referee Joshua Siaki calls full time in week 4 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership. And it's a 4-tries-to-1 victory to Papakura. Tries to Crystal Stars, a double to Maitua Fetarika, and 1 to Ambakani. 1 try to Harata Butler, who went off looking pretty injured and then came back on. And it's Papakura 18. Taniwharau 4. We'll be back with some post-game reaction shortly, live from Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs, with highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information. This is ARL. This is Wednesday Night League, where battles are fought, greatness is grown, and legends are made. Be there live at Mount Smart number 2 and catch the action on Sky Sport and our YouTube channel every Wednesday as the ARL's top talent chase glory in back-to-back doubleheaders. ARL Wednesday Night League kicks off 6 p.m. Wednesdays, live on Sky Sport and the ARL YouTube channel.
18-4 the final score. Possession was always going to be in favour of Papakura, particularly in that second half, and their completion rate a lot stronger, but a much better completion rate by Taniwharau in the second half. But it was really line breaks and 4-tries-to-1 that was the difference, and kicking not flashed by either side. Tries to Papakura in the second half to Ambakani and Maitua Fetarika. Wendy Savietti got involved here. She just receives the ball now and just drew the player, and Ambakani was not going to be messed around. Just came off that right foot and banged the ball down for that try. And then look at this, Maitua Fetarika, a double for her. The second try just said, "You're not going to stop me, ladies. This is mine." Got the double, and final score 18 points to 4. Papakura get the W, and Taniwharau have work to do as we go downstairs with Anthony Galling to get our Health Basics player of the match.
Player of the match, congratulations. A little bit of a different job out there for you tonight, a change of positions.
Oh yeah, I have so much respect for people who play in the 9 position. Hey, there's so much you need to do, and honestly, I found it really hard, but also a good challenge. I think it's going to help me be a better 13, so when I go back. So I'm just trying to cover the position for our team, and when Jodeci's back, and yeah, just do the best I can for now.
Well, you didn't look out of place at all. Overall, with that performance, are the girls where you expected them to be at this part of the season?
I think that we still got a lot to work on. Girls have been talking about our communication through our spine, so that's still a work on. But today, against a team like Taniwharau, they're very aggressive and just hearty, so we really had to dig deep just to get in the grind, and obviously we stayed in it and we started to get some treats at the end, thankfully.
Well done, and congratulations on the result tonight, and enjoy the weekend off.
Cheers, thank you.
Yes, Crystal Stars, our Health Basics, a player of the match. Now remember, we have a full weekend of rugby league in the ARL. The Women and Wednesday Night League won't be back till after King's birthday weekend on June 5, Mount Albert versus Howard. But the Fox Premiership, all games at 2:30, Manukau versus Richmond, Roskill versus the Bears, the Scorpions against the Roosters, Pirates, many friends against the Leopards, and Papakura Seagulls play the Howard Corners, all games at 2:30. And then you see the Shaman Cup, right? These are the ones that want to play Then the big show, Pythons, Hawks, Jaguars, Greyhounds, Marlins, Panthers, Ponies against the Broncos and the Tigers against the Raiders. All those games at 2:30. And in the Steele-Shanks Women's Premiership, Otara, the team to beat, face the Papakura Jaguars and the Howard Hornets against the Richmond Roses. The Mount Albert Lionesses have the bye. The next time we have women on Wednesday Night League is June the 5th. It's the 8 o'clock game, Mount Albert versus Howard. But coming up next, speaking of Mount Albert, it's the men, the Lions against the Marist Saints, coming up live here on Sky Sport 3 and the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. Do not go anywhere.
June 5th on Wednesday Night League. First up in the Fox, the Roosters face the Leopards. Then at 8 p.m, the Lionesses take on the Hornets. ARL Wednesday Night League. Back June 5th. Live Sky Sport 3 and the ARL YouTube channel.